brilliant.
In light of the fact that the toxic American election is not that far away, or as I like to call it, we're all fucked, I thought I would review the greatest political film of all time, Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. Mr. Smith Goes to Washington stars a brilliant Jimmy Stewart as Jefferson Smith, an innocent, hard-to-believe-it, but honest politician who refuses to go along with the corruption of the Senate. Guess some things never change. Who is framed by the men pulling the strings in order to get rid of him, but Smith puts up an heroic and inspirational fight against the establishment. Inspirational is truly what this film is. Frank Capra was a fantastic director who had an knack for creating heartwarming films, such as It's a Wonderful Life, and It Happened One Night, and Mr. Smith Goes to Washington is no exception. Jefferson Smith is such a lovable, innocent, kind-hearted character who reflects the ideals of what America stands for, but is also sadly never in reality, and it is impossible not to root for his character. And when all these cruel situations occur, you can't help but feel sympathy for him, and when things conclude, you can't help but be overrun by joy. Jimmy Stewart, the Tom Hanks of his era, gave a fantastic performance. Stewart probably should have won an Oscar for his performance. Stewart is accompanied by a wide array of brilliant actors, including Jean Arthur as Claudette, Claude Rains, and Thomas Mitchell, who, wow, again, he gave great performances. Thomas Mitchell, I have to say, 1939 is often credited as one of the greatest years for films ever, with Gone with the Wind, Wizard of Oz, Stagecoach, and Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. And of those films, Mitchell had a role in all but Oz. What a brilliant year for Mitchell. And once again, gives a great performance. Politically, this film is extremely relevant, acting as a great commentary on political corruption and on megalomania capitalism. Wow, we really need a Jefferson Smith today. Another thing I love about Smith's character is they never state which party he is with or where his political leniency is, liberal or conservative. But Capra did this on purpose, I think, and I feel that both liberals and conservatives can find a means in which they can identify with Smith. Smith holding traditional views on America and what it represents with a strong sense of patriotism of his character is certainly something like conservatives can relate to. But he also is seen fighting against the big businesses and for equality, so that's something I guess liberals could identify with. However, independents may also see Smith as a character that they can identify with as he goes up against the establishment in the masterful filibuster which lasts for 23 hours and is one of those great moments in cinema. Overall, as you can probably tell, I am a big fan of this film. If I'm going to criticize some of it, it's probably its dialogue. A bit of it is outdated and has a really 1930s feel to it, but that's only mine and I can easily pass on that. I love Mr. Smith Goes to Washington and it receives an A+. Thank you guys, and if you enjoyed this, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and for more.